There we go. Okay, so let's get started. Thank you so much for being here today with us. Welcome to our orientation session for the international students for our postgraduate campuses of Madrid, Barcelona, and Valencia. We are very pleased to have you here, and we thank you for your time and for having chosen ESIC as your university. Throughout this session, the main goal of this session today is to guide you through our onboarding services that we put at your disposal for your arrival to Spain, as well as those tasks that you can and should carry out before arriving to your new home. We will go through your campuses, where they are located, the COVID situation in Spain and the measures that were taken here at ESIC to confront it. And last but not least, we will remind you of the key dates of the beginning of your programs. The last space, which I hope could be 20 to 25 minutes, would be left for your questions that may have arisen throughout the session, okay, for those doubts that may have arisen, and we hope to be able to answer all of them. I'm going to ask you to please mute your microphones and use the chat for any questions. And like I said, we will be answering them at the end of the session. Thank you very much. Our purpose is probably one of the reasons why you chose ESIC as your university for your postgraduate studies. However, I would like to remind you of some of the values that are very important for us here at ESIC, which are solidarity, generosity, diversity, effort, tolerance, critical, global, and multicultural thinking, which you will see in our ESIC DNA throughout your entire stay and relationship with us, which we hope is very long. One of our biggest news this year is the launch of our the opening of our new campus here in Madrid. Now, we have students in the session that will be studying in Barcelona and in Valencia campus. However, we would like to invite you to visit our Madrid campus, which is opening in the fall of 2021, whenever you're in the capital, which I'm sure you're going to visit during your stay. As you will see in the short video that I'm going to show you now, this campus aims to position us as pioneers in business innovation and eco-sustainability. Oops, sorry about that. I think that you couldn't hear the audio from what I can see in the chat. However, you will get this video tomorrow in the follow-up email, and I invite you to revisit it and listen to the full experience. However, I'm sure that the images could transmit what an amazing campus we're going to be able to open and that you're going to be able to enjoy in the fall of 2021. Now, where will you be studying at? Not only in Madrid, but also in Barcelona and in Valencia. We will go through the quickly through the address and the means of transportation that will get you to your campus, okay, depending on where you're going to be studying at. But I would like to mention that you are lucky enough to study in one of these cities, which you can see are business hubs, innovation hubs. They are located in beautiful cities here in Spain, and also full with multicultural thinking and a global mindset, not only because of the people that visit them throughout the entire year, but also for the local people that you will be able to be in touch with. Now, as for the Madrid campus, this picture that you can see here is the actual campus that we have right now, and this will turn into esic.university as of September. So you, as a postgraduate student, will be going to the building that you just saw on the video. You have 3 different ways to get there. By subway and light rail, that would be one of the commutes, and then also by bus from the Moncloa station. Now, I'm not going to stop in detail on how to get there. You'll have this information later on. However, I did want to mention that it is located in Pozuelo de Alarcón, which is a small town right in the outskirts of Madrid. As you can see, it's well located. It's a beautiful town with a lot of green areas. It has pretty much all the services that you need. And I'm pretty sure that you're gonna like it and enjoy it a lot, not only on campus, but also off campus. Our Barcelona campus is also located in a key point of the city. It's actually quite near the center. It's located in a business hub, and you can also get there by subway, bus, or by car in the event you're traveling to Spain by car. The same goes for the Valencia campus. It's in the center of the city. You can get there by bus and by subway and also by car again. And it's just off the City of the Science and the Arts, which is also a place of interest that I highly encourage that you visit during your stay. Now, what's the current situation regarding COVID here in Spain? Well, I don't want to say that we have to, loosen up, but we are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And luckily, last May, we ended the state of alarm here in Spain, which means that a lot of regions raised their permitted closures, so you can travel around Spain, which is something nice and that I encourage you to do beyond your studies. Take advantage of your free time to do so. Hostelry is open, usually until, well, somewhere between midnight and maybe the latest 1 o'clock in the morning. This depends on the community that you're going to be staying at or that you will be visiting. So please always try to check the measures before you travel and you move around. There's still limited capacity for indoor and outdoor meetings. Okay, in some cases you have a maximum of 6, in others you have a maximum of 10. However, all this information is usually provided by the restaurant, so you don't have to worry. You just have to ask and make sure you follow through with the rules. The use of mask is mandatory as of now, indoor and outdoor as well. Now, if you're in a terrace and you're not consuming, you have to wear your mask. But if you are consuming, if you have a plate or a drink in front of you, then you can take it off until you leave. If you move around the restaurant, then you need to wear it, of course. Now, the current entry requirements to Spain, these are great news because as of June 7th, anyone traveling from outside of the European Union, or most of the countries outside of the European Union, are now allowed to enter Spain for tourism. But they do need to be fully vaccinated. Okay, so if you're not part of the European Union and you're going to enter, you can do so either through a full vaccination certificate or a student visa. If you choose the student visa option because you're not fully vaccinated yet, then you need to provide, like everybody else, even those coming from European Union countries, you need to provide a valid negative test for COVID. So as you can see here, this can be a PCR or a TMA test. It could be an antigen or other tests based on equivalent molecular techniques. The certificates need to be in Spanish, English, French, or German. They could also be translated by an official body. And they have to be performed between 48 or 72 hours previous to arrival to Spain. And the reason why I'm saying this is because these hours tend to change a little bit. So we highly encourage you, like you can see in the slide, we highly encourage you to consult these requirements regularly when your trip is approaching, okay? So as of today, it's 48 hours previous to arrival, but it could change to 72 to 24. So just make sure that you keep an eye on that. As well as the certificate, you need to provide a sanitary form, okay, that you can download from that webpage there. It will give you a QR code that you need to show once you enter Spain. And I think there, you will be asked for it also before departing in the origin of your trip, okay? And then other on-site controls such as vital signs check and temperature check might also come into place. Again, I cannot stress enough, please check with your local entities before you travel, also with your airline. Some airlines do require further documentation, okay? Now, what security measures are we taking here at esic? Well, they're pretty basic and they're simple, they are easy to follow, and they are, of course, fully aligned with everything that the health ministry dictates. So basically, we encourage limit contact, we use the mask at all times for prevention measures, okay, in the campus and outside of the campus. We have a whole procedure and protocol that we follow in the unlikely event that we have cases on site. And all of our classrooms and areas around the campus have great ventilation, and they have access to gel around all the walls, usually in the corners, right before you enter the elevator, before you enter the classrooms, before you enter any space. You have all of this at your disposal to make sure that you keep these principles on point. Now, on to the interesting or most interesting part of this session, definitely the onboarding services that we put at your disposal. Now, we're going to present to you the different services that we have here at esic. And like I said, as of now, if you have any questions regarding what we're about to show you, please deposit them in the chat and we will go through them at the end of the session, okay? Now, if you are a student that comes from a non-European Union country, then and you're not fully vaccinated, okay, you will need to enter with a student visa that you have to issue in your hometown, okay? So basically, you have two options. If you're not a European Union student, you start the process of your visa at home, and then you enter with your visa already issued and approved. Or if you are fully vaccinated, you can enter as a tourist and then process your visa here. What's the most important thing about this slide that you can see here, and that of course we can answer your questions later on about, the documentation that you have to provide, okay? A valid passport, an ID photo, your qualifications of previous studies, your visa application, which you can download from the consulate of your hometown, a health certificate, which here, because of COVID, some consulates have changed the requirements that this certificate should include. So please, when you check this information, make sure that you understand what exactly the certificate needs to say, okay? And of course, your main doctor will be able to provide this in a certificate. This is not a problem. Just make sure that you know the information that should be included. Economic solvency certificate, which you can get from your bank, no problem. Medical insurance with coverage in Spain, which we actually have an agreement with Sanitas, and I'll tell you a little more about it in a bit. The payment of the fees for the visa procedure, an accommodation contract or invitation. Now, we will also speak to you about the different services that we put at your disposal in order for, well, to help you with accommodation, okay? And something that I don't see here in the documentation, but you also have to provide, is the acceptance letter that we give you at esic once you have been accepted into the program and you have paid the enrollment fee, okay? So this is something that you also need to provide. Regarding the medical insurance, well, Raquel Montero couldn't be here with us today to present to you the services. However, here to the right, you can find her email and her phone number in case you're interested in knowing more about this medical insurance agreement that we have with them. Basically, it's a quite competitive price for everything included. As you can see, it's a full coverage of health insurance, and it's only 29.32 euros a month. And like you saw before, it's something that you will need to have in order to process your visa. Now, to tell you a little more about the legal services and especially speaking about immigration, I'm going to welcome Ana Marina, who is the Managing Director of Proyecto Oceano. She's going to tell you a little more how she could further help you and assist you with all this procedure.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon or good morning. Nice to meet you. I'm going to talk about Proyecto Oceano's immigration lawyers services for ESIC students. First of all, if you are a non-European student, we can help you with the obtention of your student visas. The student visa has a validity of 1 year of all your course, 9, 10, 11 months, and you can renew it year by year if you will study more years in Spain, of course. The student visa allows you to stay legal in Spain, studying legal in Spain during your studies, and you can obtain it or in your home country or legal residence country in this moment, or in Spain, if you enter Spain as a tourist during the first 60 days, very important is first 60 days after entering Spain. In this moment, tourists of all countries can enter Spain if they have been vaccinated from COVID-19. And you can enter Spain always if you have your student visa granted and with a PCR negative, of course, or the antigens test. Be careful with that, okay? Done 48 hours before entering Spain. Our recommendation for you is obtaining the student visa in your home country or in your legal resident country in this moment. Why? Because the student visa in your home country, the process is short, but for example, some days or weeks, but in Spain, the process takes, for example, in Madrid, 4 or 5 months. So our recommendation is obtaining the visa in your home country, okay? If you are an European student, we can help you to obtain your NIE number to reside and study in Spain legally too. Next year, we can help you with the renewal of your student visa or 5 years. In 5 years, if you are European citizen, renewal with the renewal of your certificate, your NIE certificate of European citizens in Spain. Or if you will do an internship in Spain when you finish your studies, we will help you with obtaining of the paid internship permits, for example, or the work permit after these internship permits. These are 2 ways to work in Spain with high qualified way or the regular way. In the first case, we can help you with the regular work permit, or in the second case, with the highly qualified work permit, depending on your circumstances. Remember that if your studies title are official one, we can help you with the obtention of a special permit called Job Seeker Residence Permit that allows you to reside for 12 months in Spain while you are searching for a job, in practice, or start your own company. This is very interesting permit, resident permit. On the other hand, we can help you with the visas of your family too, spouses or minor children or incapable, while you are studying or you are doing practice or working in the future. And finally, we can help you with the obtention of the Spanish citizenship if you reside in Spain, for example, 10 years, or if you are from Latin American, for example, or Philippines, Guinea, Portugal, or Andorra, 2 years, only 2 years. be careful because the time counts only if you are doing practices or working. Time studying is not valid to count. Doesn't count if your target is the Spanish citizenship. Okay. Well, these are our main services for you. You can send your questions by email. You can see the email in the slide, esicextranjeros@proyectoceano.com, esicextranjeria@proyectoceano.com, okay? Or you can ask your questions later in the question term. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ana Marina. Now, moving on to another interesting part of your arrival is definitely accommodation. And for this, Isabel Aparicio, Spain Area Manager, will tell you a little more about Nexo Residencias and what they can offer. Isabel, are you there?
Sorry, problem with my macro. Nice to meet you all. Thank you for coming. I would like to introduce my company. My company is Nexo Residencias. We have student residents in Madrid and Barcelona. And we are going to open one residence in Oviedo and one in Salamanca. I understand that you are interested in the ones from Madrid and Barcelona. What we can offer? We can offer a full service. We offer you single rooms or double ones, full board with breakfast, lunch, and dinner included. You don't have to pay extras for the lights or for the internet. I mean, all is, and we included the cleaning as well. We clean the room once a week, and we give you the bed linen as well. So you don't have to care about the accommodation. You just have to study very hard in ESIC. We offer you a 5% discount in our rates. So please check our website, which is nexoresidencias.com. You will see great buildings, and you can go to Instagram as well and Facebook. You can see the videos, and you can see people who is living with us and how they are. Any question, any doubt, please tell us. We have live chats in internet, nexoresidencias.com. We can show you the buildings virtually. I mean, we can send you photos and all the information. And that's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Isabel. Since we also have students here from Valencia, do not worry. Our colleagues from City Life, which are actually up now, also have more information on other options that can also help you find accommodation, okay? So without further ado, Teddy from City Life, the manager of City Life in Madrid, she will tell you a little more about the different aspects that will guide you through your settling in here in Spain. So opening bank accounts, telephone lines, public transport, etc.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, how are you? How are you doing? My name is Teddy, and I'm coming today on behalf of City Life Madrid. We are, just so you know, we are mainly based in Madrid. So our main office is here in Madrid, but we do give support within the three other cities in Spain, in Barcelona and in Valencia. You have a lot of information and a lot of tools that you can do on our website. One of our main support are our housing support. So you can find a housing guide with a lot of information about how the housing works in Spain. You have access to different platforms in order to do your search. You have a lot of tools that will provide you. Even we have a platform to help you navigate, but this platform is mainly for the one in Madrid. We are very easy to be reached, and you can do it via WhatsApp. You can just send us a WhatsApp, or you can contact us via email, and we'll be more than happy to guide you through the process. On our website, you also will find information about different SIM cards plans. Would you need to choose between a contract or prepaid? Which are the best providers in Spain? If you're in Madrid, once here, you can just stop by the office and pick up and activate your SIM card. Regarding transportation, also, like you'll see on our guide, like how the transportation in Madrid works. But once you receive this follow-up presentation that it will be sent to you tomorrow, you will be able to see how the transportation in Valencia work, how the transportation in Barcelona work, how to get the corresponding transportation cards or the ways that you move around. Also, if we collaborate with Proyecto Océano in terms of everything legal that you receive, we do recommend you, if you have legal questions, to contact with them. But if you don't, if you just want to check like something quick, you can also send us an email, and we will either put you in contact with them, or we will guide you a little bit how the process is. But we do recommend you always check with them. Okay. So on our website, you can find everything. And as said again, you can just contact us, and we will be more than happy to help you on all of those terms. For those of you who are going to be here in Madrid longer, we also organize activities, we organize trips, we organize events. So feel free to check our website when you have the chance.
Thank you very much, Teddy. And last but not least, before we move on to the questions, Irene Fernandez from the admissions office is going to remind you of the key dates of the beginning of your program.
Hi, students. It's a pleasure to have all of you here. So now I'm going to present the dates. Okay, just I want to confirm the dates to make myself clear. For international programs, executive programs, and full-time and part-time programs. As Mariela told you, please feel free to ask us any question you have by email, okay? So, international MBA program, Master in International Trade and Business program, MIM program, which is International Management. The induction week for this program will be on the 27th of September, 2021. Okay, and the starting date, the beginning of classes, will be on the 4th of October 2021. Okay, so for the executive programs, the induction week will be on the 18th of October 2021. And the starting date, okay, classes will start on the 22nd of October 2021, of course. For the full-time and part-time programs, the induction week will be, again, 18th of October 2021, and classes will start on the 25th of October 2021. So thank you very much, all of you, for choosing ESIC, and I really would like to see all of you.
Thank you, Irene. Thank you. I see
Thanks.
that I have forgotten to change the inicio de classes to English, but that way you can get started with your Spanish if you don't speak Spanish yet, because you need to learn a little bit before you get here. Okay, so moving on to, well, before we move on to our questions, I want to thank you again for your time, for your interest. I want to thank you for choosing ESIC. I am sure that you're going to not only learn a lot in this new journey that you're about to start, but you're also going to make fond memories, and we all hope to be a part of them. We are here to better assist you in anything that we can, anything at our hands, and if we can't, we'll find a solution for it for sure. So now I'm going to check the chat. I see that some of you have been writing some questions. I think, let me see. I'm going to check. Actually, either I can't see them or I don't see any questions. Give me a second. Okay, well, I only see a message from someone saying that they couldn't hear the audio of the video. Yes, I'm sorry. we will send it to you along with the PPT tomorrow, and you can hear it. I wasn't aware of this and I didn't check the chat in the moment. I'm so sorry. I don't see any questions in the chat. Maybe everything is clear for now. If not, this is the moment to please write them so we can go through them. How can I contact Nexo residents? Yes, you can contact them at their email that I don't know if it was here. Let me check. Isabel, can you?
Yes, sure.
Can you remind us of
I
an
can
email?
write it down, no problem at all.
Yes, fantastic. Thank you. I'm afraid we forgot that detail. Do you have the chat there? Or do you want me to write it for you?
I write it.
Fantastic.
nexoresidencias.com is the website. There you can check all the residents that we have. And if we see every resident have their own email address. So
Fantastic.
if you need to just talk or make any questions, there is a live chat where you can talk to the team. But anyway, if you have any question right now, maybe I can answer it.
Okay, our student asking about Nexo residents. If you have any questions that we can solve at the moment, then great. If not, you can do as Isabel mentioned and visit their webpage. And if you have any further questions regarding any of the campuses or residences that you see there, then you can contact them directly through the chat. Thank you. I have another student saying, I have a question regarding the department in ESIC that helps students find internships during their studies. Okay, what's your question?
Hi, I thought it would be a bit quicker to just say it because I was taking my time writing it.
Okay, sure.
You mentioned that that there was a department that would help us find internships after we finished. But when I had my interview, I asked the same question and they told me that there was a department that helped you find internships or work in general during your studies. Is that
Yes,
true?
for sure. Yeah, for sure. I'm sorry if we said that it was only afterwards, but no, it's definitely as soon as you get here. I think one of the first things that you'll do in the induction week is you'll have a presentation of all the services that we have here at ESIC. And one of the first ones to be presented is the professional development unit. And they will tell you how to access the different internship platforms. Now, what they do after you finish the program is that you enter the employment bureau. So you go into like the job applications rather than the internships, but from the minute that you're here, you can apply. So don't worry.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? More questions, doubts, comments? Are you excited to come?
I would like to go.
You would like to go? Who's that? Let me see. I can't see who's speaking.
I know I can't, but I would like to. I am Isabel from Nexo Residencias.
Oh, you would like to come? Oh, sorry. I was like, I hear that voice. I recognize it. Here we have someone saying, really excited to start. Great. Yes, we're very excited to have you too. Well, I don't think you have any more questions. I don't see people writing them anyway. So if you don't have any more questions, all that is left for me to say is to second what Mika said and say that we're also very excited to have you here. And when I say we, I mean the whole ESIC family. I mean the staff from Valencia, from Barcelona, from Madrid. We hope that you enjoy your stay in Spain. We hope that you make the most out of your time at ESIC. We hope that you learn a lot, that you make great memories, and that we are about to start a relationship that is going to last a very long time. If you need anything else from us, you have the different emails and contacts from the different departments that have been in touch with you. Otherwise, we'll see you for the welcome ceremony in September or October, depending on your program. Thank you very much, and see you soon. Have a safe flight and wrap everything up so that you can be here very, very soon. Take care. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for you.